The 1980 Liberty Lincoln penny, sitting in your drawer or tucked away in an old collection, could actually be worth far more than just a single cent. Imagine holding a coin that millions of people overlooked, but in the right condition it could change everything for you. After the intro, I said if you own this coin, it might turn the tables for you. So stick around until the end of this video to find out its value and how you can sell it for the best return. The 1980 Lincoln penny is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, one of the most collected and studied coin series in the United States. On the obverse, it features the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, a design introduced in 1909 to commemorate his 100th birthday. The reverse carries the Lincoln Memorial, which was introduced in 1959 and remained until 2008. This design is significant because it tied together the legacy of Lincoln with one of the nation's most recognizable monuments. The year 1980 was an important time in American coinage because it marked the final years before major changes came to the composition of pennies. Until 1982, Lincoln cents were struck from a copper alloy, weighing 3.11 grams. But rising copper prices forced the U.S. Mint to switch to a primarily zinc core, with only a thin copper plating. This makes 1980 pennies among the last full copper cents, which collectors appreciate for both their metal content and historical significance. When we talk about value, condition is everything. On eBay, circulated 1980 pennies usually sell for only a few cents, but uncirculated or mint state examples are in an entirely different category. Coins graded MS65 or higher by professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC can command strong premiums, sometimes selling for over $50 or more depending on color designation, such as red, red-brown, or brown. Collectors especially seek those coins that still display full red luster, since they are the hardest to preserve over time. Auction houses have also seen impressive results for this date. In some cases, flawless high-grade 1980 Lincoln pennies have reached into the hundreds of dollars, especially for coins graded MS67 red. Error coins are another category to watch. Off-center strikes, double dies, or coins struck on the wrong planchet have been listed online for several $100, making error varieties highly desirable among numismatists. The demand for the 1980 penny is not only about its rarity in high grade, but also its connection to the copper era of American cents. Collectors love to build sets that highlight changes in U.S. coinage history, and the 1980 issue plays a key role in those collections. It represents the end of an era when pennies were still struck with a solid copper composition. For many people, the 1980 penny is a nostalgic reminder of pocket change from their childhood or coins they handled every day without a second thought. Today, that same penny can be seen in a completely. Today we are diving into a story that could literally change the way you look at pocket change forever. Imagine holding a small piece of American history in your hand that most people overlook. A coin passed from hand to hand, barely noticed, yet some of them can be worth thousands of dollars today. That coin is none other than the Liberty $quarter from 1979. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary quarter, but the reality is far more exciting. And if you happen to own one of these, it just might turn the tables for you. Stick around until the very end, because not only will I uncover its fascinating history and why collectors are hunting for it, but I'll also share how you can potentially sell it for top dollar. The Liberty $quarter from 1979 is often mistaken for a common coin since millions were minted. However, history teaches us that value is not always about quantity but about condition, rarity, and errors that set a coin apart. By 1979, the United States Mint was well into the Washington Quarter Series, which had begun back in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The quarter had replaced the standing Liberty design that had been in circulation since 1916, marking a shift in how America portrayed its national identity on coinage. Now the 1979 Liberty Quarter continues that Washington series. But what makes it fascinating is the context of its time. The late 1970s was an era of economic challenge in the U.S. with inflation rising and the value of the dollar constantly shifting. Coins like this quarter were being struck in massive numbers to keep up with circulation demand, yet at the same time, the public had no idea that some of these very coins would later be prized possessions in the hands of collectors. The coin features the familiar bust of George Washington on the obverse side, designed by John Flanagan, with the word Liberty inscribed above, the date below, and the national motto "In God We Trust" to the left. The reverse displays the powerful bald eagle, wings spread wide, a timeless symbol of American strength and freedom. While its design remained consistent, the small details in minting created variations that today mean the difference between a coin worth just 25 cents and one fetching hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Collectors value the 1979 Liberty Quarter for a number of reasons. Minting errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, or coins with unusually sharp details have been reported, and these errors turn otherwise ordinary coins into highly desirable collectibles. Condition also plays a massive role. Quarters that survive decades without scratches, wear, or tarnish, especially those graded mint state by professional services, can skyrocket in value. Online platforms like eBay provide countless examples. While circulated 1979 quarters often sell for face value, 1973 the Liberty half dollar could actually be worth far more than the 50 cents stamped on it. Imagine pulling one from an old family collection or spotting it in a forgotten jar of coins and realizing that it could hold surprising value in today's market. After the intro, I said if you own this coin, it might turn the tables for you. So stay with me until the end of this video, where I'll reveal its real value and how you can sell it for the best return. What if I told you that a simple coin from 1973, the Liberty half dollar, could actually be worth far more than the 50 cents stamped on it? Imagine pulling one from an old family collection or spotting it in a forgotten jar of coins and realizing that it could hold surprising value in today's market. After the intro, I said if you own this coin, it might turn the tables for you. So stay with me until the end of this video, where I'll reveal its real value and how you can sell it for the best return. The 1973 Liberty half dollar, often called the Kennedy half dollar, carries one of the most recognizable designs in American coinage. The obverse features the profile of President John F. Kennedy, a design created in 1964 as a tribute after his assassination. The reverse displays the presidential seal, an eagle holding an olive branch and arrows, symbolizing both peace and strength. This coin was part of a series that became instantly popular with collectors because of their emotional connection to Kennedy's legacy. By 1973, the coin was being struck in copper nickel clad, rather than the 90% silver composition used in its first year. The weight and appearance remained similar, but the shift reflected broader changes in U.S. coinage as silver was phased out of circulation coins due to rising metal costs. While the 1973 half dollar was produced in large numbers at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, the San Francisco Mint also issued proof coins, which today are highly sought after by collectors for their mirror-like surfaces and sharp details. When it comes to value, condition, and rarity always set the stage. Circulated 1973 half dollars often trade close to face value, but uncirculated coins in mint state can command strong premiums. On eBay, high-grade examples, especially those certified MS-65 or higher, frequently sell for several dollars to more than $50, depending on quality and luster. Proof coins graded PR69 or PR70 by PCGS or NGC can sell for even higher amounts, sometimes reaching into the hundreds when demand spikes. Auction platforms have shown similar results. Coins with exceptional eye appeal, strong strikes, and flawless surfaces draw serious bidding